Hello, I'm teacher Karina, and I'm here to talk to you about language exams. Students willing to study abroad must be able to prove their language skills. If your intention is to study in an English-speaking country, the commonest language exams are the Test of English as a Foreign Language, TOEFL, and the International English Language Testing System, Ielts. Both exams test the four skills: listening, reading, writing, and speaking. If you choose to go to an American university, you need to take TOEFL. There are two versions of this exam: on paper, PBT, and online, IBT. As the online version is more practical, most candidates prefer this format. The TOEFL IBT test measures your ability to use and understand English at the university level, and it evaluates how well you combine your listening, reading, speaking, and writing skills to perform academic tasks. Your scores are based on your performance on the questions in the test. You must answer at least one question each in the reading and listening sections, write at least one essay, and complete at least one speaking task to receive an official score. For the TOEFL IBT test, you will receive 4 scaled section scores and a total score out of 100 points. The reading section accounts for 30 points, the listening section accounts for 30 points, and the speaking section accounts for another 30 points, together with the writing section, which also values 30 points. There is no passing or failing the TOEFL exam. Individual higher education institutions and agencies set their own score requirements. Most universities require around 90 points for admission, but the most competitive ones will ask you to reach 100 points or more out of 120. TOEFL scores are valid for 2 years after the test date, and there is no limit to the number of times you can take the test, but you cannot take it more than once in a 12-day period. The Ielts is an international standardized test of English language proficiency for non-native English language speakers. Cambridge English Language Assessment and the British Council jointly manage this test. Differently from TOEFL, it offers no expiration date, and it can be retaken with no interval limits whatsoever. However, it is important to point out that most universities only accept language tests taken within 2 years from the start of the course. There are 2 versions of the Ielts: the academic version and the general training version. The academic version is intended for those who want to enroll in universities and other institutions of higher education, and for professionals such as medical doctors and nurses who want to study or practice in an English-speaking country. The general training version is intended for those planning to undertake non-academic training and gain work experience, or for immigration purposes. Ielts is scored on a 9-band scale, with each band corresponding to a specific competence in English. In most cases, the university requirements will be in between 6 and 7, though the most competitive ones will demand a much higher mark. The 9 bands are described as follows: the most basic levels, the intermediate levels, the advanced levels, and the very advanced levels. Note that from 7 to 9 will be the mark that you have to reach. So, what are the main differences between these exams? The TOEFL is a multiple choice type of test, and it appeals to the more intuitive students who are focused on studying in America. On the other hand, the Ielts is a more concrete type of exam, more objective. It should be your choice in case your destination is the UK, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, or South Africa. Another major difference is the speaking component. When taking TOEFL, you will record your task, as the exam is held online. This may cause discomfort to some candidates who are not used to interacting with a machine within a limited amount of time. The IELTS interview is done individually with the assessor, face-to-face, which may be an issue to those candidates who are shy and more reserved. In a way or another, choosing the university of your dreams is paramount to help you decide which exam you have to take. Keep in mind, however, that if you know the language, you do well in whichever language exam you come across. Note that there are levels of equivalence in between the final results. Thanks for watching. Bye.